Travis here. I've got some great tips for everybody to get you through the holiday season unscathed. This time of year with Thanksgiving, has passed and Christmas coming up and the New Year's, we have these opportunities where we sit down with other people and we just sort of check out and we eat until we're full and past full, and then we wake up and we feel sick and we have gained weight and we feel bad and we beat ourselves up. And I just want to really save us from that cycle this year. So here's some tips. And these are ones I do myself. So the first one is planning. I want you guys to think about planning the night before, when you go to your bed at night, before you go to bed. I want you to think about that following day and what you're going to eat. And if that means writing it out in like a journal, write it out. You need to really figure out what you've got in your refrigerator, what you've got in your pantry, what can support you for that next day. So plan ahead, plan the night before. That's the first one. The second one is plan your week out in advance on Sunday. So not only do we plan the night before, but we plan on Sunday, meaning it's just such an easy time, right? Right before the start of the week, go out and figure out what do you need to go to the grocery store to shop for, to plan for the week. What do you have? What do you not have? What's it going to look like? Plan a couple, 2 or 3 meals for yourself and get things figured out on Sunday in preparation for the week ahead. That's going to help, of course, around the holiday time and just in general in life as well. The third thing is to really connect. When you're at Christmas or you're at New Year's party or whatever it is, really feel like you're connecting with the people around you. And the thing is that we're all really hungry for that connection. We're all so deprived of authentic connection. We've got everybody's zoned out with their devices and everything else. So you really just want to connect with people and let that be your food source, your main food source, and let food be your secondary thing. So that's a huge, huge one. How do you connect with people? There's different. If you're at a social function and you don't know any people there, go be of service. Go ask to help clean the dishes, or go, just strike up a conversation with somebody about something that they're talking about, and ask them a question about what it is that they're talking about. Just interject yourself. That way you take your mind off of your own hunger, your own being bombarded by all the food that's around and everything else. Okay, so that's the third one. The fourth one is in the morning, right when you're waking up, right in the stage between asleep and awake. There's your theta waves, which are basically the signal that you're sort of in your subconscious. Your subconscious is active. You're not quite conscious yet. Right when you wake up in the morning, this happens every time when you wake up, you have an opportunity to sort of, as quickly as you can, sort of come and set your intentions, come conscious and set your intentions for the day. And my belief is, in my own life and experience, that if you do that right when you wake up, as close as you can to when you wake up, it is the most powerful time to set your intention. I don't know if this is proven by science, but I can tell you in my own life, it's proven out multiple times for me, because what I do is I will start to set my intention for the day in terms of workout, in terms of what I'm going to eat. And I really feel it if I don't work out. I almost feel antsy, honestly. So that's the intention in the morning. You also do this in the evening. So before you or as you're falling asleep, before you're asleep, you also have theta wave activation at that time. You are also going into a subconscious state of mind. And that time just before sleep is good to set your intention for that following day as well. And often what you'll find is your dreams will be affected by what you think just before you go to sleep, what you see just before you go to sleep, who you interact with just before you go to sleep. So it's really important to make sure that you're not flooding yourself with violent movies, looking, just even electronic screens in front of your faces. Shut all that off, set your intention, and really just nail it the next day. Okay. The next one is okay, so this is when you're in the moment and you're at you're about ready to gorge at Christmas or New Year's, and you are really just struggling with it. And so what I always do when I go to my parents' house, for instance, they always at Thanksgiving and Christmas, what I do is I like to pre-eat. And what I mean by that is, before the meal, I'll go out and I will actually eat some raw food, and it has to be raw. Raw food is the best way. Raw vegetables is what I'm really talking about. Sets the stage for better digestion. The fiber in there really helps you feel full, and make sure it's making sure that you're getting all the good enzymes, phytonutrients, etc. for that meal. What that does when you go to eat is it reduces how much you're going to eat. You're not going to have such really strong cravings. So my tip is if you're out, most people serve veggie trays, before Thanksgiving, before Christmas. Make sure that you're getting some of those veggies in you before you eat. Because guess what? When you sit down and you've got mashed potatoes and gravy in front of you, you got turkey in front of you, stuffing, etc. You're not going to eat all that stuff. You're not going to eat the veggies. You're going to eat all that, right? You're going to eat all the stuff that's really appealing. So pre-eat with your veggies. And then, of course, once you're in the meal itself, try and limit all the gravies and sauces. I'm not saying cut them out completely because that's just unrealistic, but just limit all that other stuff. Turkey's fine. Eat clean as you can. Scrape off the marshmallows on top of the sweet potatoes, and you will be just fine. And the last one is just stay hydrated. This one goes without saying. We've heard it a million times before, but we all still primarily are walking around dehydrated. Okay, it's just sort of a cultural thing. We just don't get enough water is really what the truth is. So drink a lot of water, stay hydrated. We know that helps reduce hunger. And enjoy. I look forward to any tips or any further tips, any comments, any suggestions, and even what you like. Would you like to hear more in terms of these video vlogs? I'm considering doing more of these. So thank you guys and enjoy the holidays. Happy Christmas. Happy New Year's.